Hey guys, what's going on? SpitBrix here, back for another LEGO Ninjago video, and today we're going to be doing LEGO Ninjago fake versus real sets in which we compare a knockoff to the actual official LEGO Ninjago set. I've done a few videos similar to this in the past and you guys have all really seemed to enjoy them, so if you do go on to enjoy this video, please let me know with a like rating down below. Let's try and reach 2,000 likes. And with saying that, I think you'll be surprised at how crazy some of these fake Ninjago sets are, so with that, let's go ahead and jump right in. For this first fake set, I actually want to go back to revisit the LEGO Ninjago Movie sets because apparently these companies are still making knockoffs of them. This set in particular apparently is from the LEGO Ninja Movie and features Lloyd in his mech that looks kind of similar to Cole's Quake mech from the LEGO Ninjago Movie. Quite clearly, the building skills of the individual who designed this fake set over on the left are definitely subpar when you consider the immense build of Cole's Quake mech and the designer behind that set. The resemblance between the two are clearly evident, and the fake one has a very undersized wheel. That tiny little wheel is supporting the entire mech for Lloyd. Nonetheless, there is still a tad bit of originality as they didn't just copy the entire set. Speaking of which, here is a prime example of a complete knockoff of the Empire Dragon from LEGO Ninjago Season 12. This dragon does, however, appear to take on a different name, and it's under a theme called Ninja S backwards N. I don't know why the N is backwards, as that's not even a real letter at this point. What's ridiculous about this set, though, is the minifigure of Unigami. Of course, the fake set is over there on the left. It looks more like Garmadon has turned into Unigami than Unigami himself. It's really hard to associate that minifigure with anybody but Garmadon who's wearing that headpiece. Up next is a fake Ninjago set with an extremely obscure name that's almost impossible to pronounce. In fact, I challenge you right now to try and pronounce this name out loud. It's Njniagn. I have no idea how you're supposed to pronounce that, but try it right now. And while you're trying that, let me point out Sensei Wu to you because he has the tiniest hat I have ever seen. His rice field hat has just shrunk apparently. He really needs to get a larger hat because that's definitely not keeping any sun off his face. You'll notice a lot of similarities between this mech and the golden mech from Ninjago Legacy, which is obviously what it's ripped off from. However, there is clearly a different individual riding, or I should say controlling, this golden mech. I'm not exactly sure who it is. Kind of looks like it has Karloff's head, but it's definitely not the Golden Ninja, that's for sure. Let's move on to a knockoff from LEGO Ninjago Hunted, or in other words, LEGO Ninjago Season 9. Here we have a dragon in which Master Chen is on. Okay, well that's weird. I don't recall him being in Hunted. There's also this very wimpy canoe, which is basically the Destiny's Bounty got a significant downgrade. But nonetheless, this is obviously taking inspiration from the Firstborn Dragon, which came out at this same time. You'll notice the same logos. Practically, you know, they're really not hiding the fact that this is the Firstborn Dragon, but instead it's Chen riding it for some reason. The wings of the dragon are also much smaller and less exciting, and there's also a second pair on the back, like towards the tail. That's really weird. I'm not sure why they put an extra set of dragon wings back there. I really don't know why. Since we just took a look at a dragon, let's take a look at one more. This one is from Ninjago Dragon, in which you may have noticed a set under this similar branding. Back whenever I did my top 25 most ridiculous LEGO Ninjago fakes, there's a card on screen right now. You guys can watch it after this one, and also links in the description. But this one here, you'll notice it actually has a very unique design, but those olive green pieces that go kind of around the neck of the dragon pretty much give away what this is modeled after. In fact, it's the Earth Dragon back from 2011 of Ninjago. That was a long time ago, so this company here is at least taking a bit of inspiration from older sets and trying to go back and look at some of the older sets of Ninjago, which ones have come out in the past, maybe make it less conspicuous about them trying to knock it off. But it's pretty clear here, other than the fact that they use a brick-built head. That's really the only original thing about the build. Use some different colored pieces, I guess you could say, in there, but that's about it. However, there is a minifigure here, I guess from the Vermilion, who has this crazy helmet. Like, what even is that? Is that like a Viking helmet, a knight helmet? I'm not exactly sure. But that is a weird helmet that I'm pretty sure I've never seen any villain of Ninjago ever wear before. Let's move into something a little bit more present day here. We have a LEGO Ninjago knockoff from Ninjago Prime Empire, or Season 12, the Temple of Madness. It appears to be simply a scaled down version, or a much smaller variant of it. Less details on it, same minifigures pretty much, same overall design, just a smaller sort of scale. There's also this Unigami minifigure with his slicked back hair. We actually saw this minifigure in another knockoff set from the top 25 most ridiculous fake LEGO sets video. Like I said, the link will be in the description down below. That is an awesome video, so please go check it out after this one. Everyone really seemed to really enjoy it. Here's a LEGO Ninjago Season 11 set for Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu, or I should say a fake set from that time. We have Forbidden Spinjitzu Kai riding his skateboard, because we all know that's exactly how they got around the Never Realm in the episodes, and we also have Akita. Now, there's not a direct replica of this set, however, Akita did come in Lloyd's Journey, in which they basically ripped that complete piece. They basically took that mold and, now she's chasing Kai on a skateboard or something. Here's another knockoff from the LEGO Ninjago Movie, and I wanted to include this one just to show how oblivious these fakes are, just like when pertaining to the show and the episodes itself, or in this case the movie, I guess you could say. Obviously it's a knockoff of Lloyd's Mech Dragon from the sets. However, if you look at this knockoff in particular in the minifigure, you'll notice that it has a white ninja wrap like Zayn. It's got blue mostly on the torso and legs like Jay, hence the dragon also appears to be a lightning dragon. However, the head is Kai's head. There's scars right below the eye. So I think this is Kai wearing Zayn's ninja wrap, wearing Jay's ninja suit, or at least part of it, and then also riding Jay's dragon. What? And since we're on the topic of the LEGO Ninjago Movie, let's jump back to the LEGO Ninja Movie here for Zayn's Ice Tank here, in which there is a Vermilion in this set, because we all know we saw Vermilion in the LEGO Ninjago Movie. This one also appears to be a scaled down version of the real set, which is pictured over on the right, but it also features a lot of gray instead of white pieces. In particular, those fins on the back there have a lot of gray pieces instead of white, and so I'm curious why they chose to go with those gray tiles instead of just putting white tiles. It would have made it look way better. Here are some fake LEGO Ninjago Spinjitzu Slam sets, and right off the bat, you may be wondering where in the world are the minifigures and where's the artwork that's usually on the box. Well, it's been absolutely butchered out using Photoshop. It's terrible. Their Photoshop skills are just horrendous. But if you compare like the starter set here, the Spinjitzu Slam starter set, over on the left, we have basically the same box design, except for the removal of the LEGO logo as well as all the characters. There's no Blizzard Samurai nor Kai anywhere. Now, to verify to you guys that this is a legit listing, here is the page in which you can buy these, and sure enough, look at the product images. This was taken from a Chinese website that I look at every once in a while, in which they basically only sell fakes, and this was one of them that was listed. One of my favorite images here that I found has got to be this one, because they used like a off-white color to like smudge out the minifigures. You'll notice it's almost more of a pinkish or tannish tint on it instead of white, so they couldn't even get the color of the background to match to conceal it. And then of course we have Kai photoshopped out of his spinner over on the right, and it just leaves a huge gap there. I mean, I could take that into Photoshop and in 2 clicks fill that back in, so it at least doesn't look like it's broken. Real quickly, I want to look at this Ninja Movie Series set, not the LEGO Ninjago Movie, no, this is Ninja Movie Series, in which we have the Flaming Flame Lion. Yeah, it's a flaming flame. That seems kind of redundant. This build is basically just taken from the Temple of the Ultimate Weapon. Nothing crazy to see here other than the fact that it's just completely ripped off and made into its own set, and of course named Flaming Flame Lion. Now, as of the time I'm recording this video, we have just recently received the official release of these LEGO Ninjago sets for summer 2020 for season 13, of course. And with that being said, there aren't many fakes directly made for this season. However, there will be in a short period of time, but for this point, to hold us over until we get those crazy sets, I wanted to include this one here, the closest set that I could find that resembles any of them. And this basically means that the fake set here came before LEGO, and so that means LEGO actually is knocking off the knockoff company. LEGO literally just whipped out their deck of Uno cards and played that reverse, and then all of a sudden they're able to now copy the fake sets. Like, what? Obviously, that's not what LEGO did here. In all honesty, this is a complete original design by LEGO, and it really doesn't look that similar other than the fact that they're both rhinoceroses or rhinos or minnows, as I guess they call it in the official set. And with that, that's going to wrap up today's video looking at fake versus real sets for LEGO Ninjago. If you guys enjoyed, let me know with a like rating down below, subscribe to the channel for more content, and check out the videos on screen right now if you want to watch more. I'm SpitBrix, thank you guys so much for watching this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video coming very soon.